coming through. Thank you for the like. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. Let's wait for some more people to come through and then I'll stop. Hey Nick, thank you for coming through. How are you? Okay, so let's wait for the sound. So we're in First Chronicles, guys. We're in Chronicles now. And essentially what I do on my channel is just that I encourage you to get into your Bible, to start to build a relationship with God and start to really set your foundation solid so that you'll be rooted in Christ, right? So, I'm just taking this year to really learn and really get into the Bible and build my relationship with God. And you're welcome to come and learn with me because this is a year of learning. This is a year of learning. So I will, I am learning as well. So bear with me. Bear with me, guys. So we left off with 2 kings. So at the end of 2 kings, sorry about sirens, guys. At the end of 2 kings, we saw the fall of Jerusalem, and then we saw the exile of Israel and Judah. So that's how it was kind of left off, because all the kings were doing evil in the eyes of the Lord. And then, God had enough, said, I'm going to remove you from my presence. And so that is how the fall of Jerusalem came, and that's how the exile came off Jerusalem. So in First Chronicles, it's basically just now we're seeing the rebuilding of the identity of the Israelites, and we can now see God re-establishing David's line again, and we also see God's forgiveness and reconciliation in First Chronicles. So it's really, but like chapters 1 till about 9 or 10 is really just like a lot of names of descendants of a timeline of descendants from Adam to Abraham. So we get to see some of the descendants and names which we've heard of some of these names in Samuel's and in Kings, First Kings and 2 Kings. So we've heard some of these names. So some of these names may sound familiar to you. Again, it's just good to have these, to know the genealogies, I guess, of Adam and to Abraham. And don't skip these parts. Don't skip these parts when you are reading your Bible. Don't skip it, because it's very important to still understand the descendants, and it's still very important to have an idea of the history, right? So don't skip it, read it. The names have meanings as well, so just do a little bit of research for yourself and have a deep dive into your own Bible study. So Yeah, forgive me if I get some of these names wrong. You know, I am here trying, so but we still read, right? We still read. So this is First Chronicles chapter 1. Historical records from Adam to Abraham to Noah's son. Adam, Seth, Enosh, Canaan, Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, Noah. The sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Taraz. The sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, Raphath, and Togarmah. The sons of Javan, Elisha, Tarshish, the Kittites, and the Rodanites. The sons of Ham, Cush, Egypt, Put, and Canaan. The sons of Cush, Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Rayama, and Sabtika. The sons of Rayama, Sheba, and Dedan. Cush was the father of Nimrod, who became a mighty warrior on earth. Egypt was the father of the Ludites, the Amites, the Lehabites, the Naphtuhites, the Pathusites, Calhuhites, from whom the Philistines came, and the Caphorites. Canaan was the father of Sidon, his firstborn, and of the Hittites, Jebusites, Amorites, Girgashites, Hivites, Arkites, Sidonites, Arvadites, Zemorites, and Hamorites. The sons of Shem, Elam, Ashur, Asphax, Lud, and Amram. The sons of Amram, Uz, Hal, Gether, and Meshech. Arphax was the father of Shelah, and Shelah the father of Eber. Two sons were born to Eber. One was named Peleg, because in his time the earth was divided. His brother's name was Joktan. Joktan was the father of Almodad, Sheleph, Hazamath, Jira, Hadoram, Uzel, Dikla, Obal, Abimel, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. These were the sons of Joktan: Shem, Arphax, Shelah, Eber, Peleg, Rul, Serug, Nahor, Terah, and Abram. That is Abraham. The family of Abraham. The sons of Abraham, Isaac, and Ishmael. These were their descendants: Nabaoth, the first son of Ishmael, Kedar, Adbel, Mibsam, Mishma, Duma, Massa, Hadad, Tema, Jether, Naphish, and Kedemah. These were the sons of Ishmael. The sons born to Keturah, Abraham's concubine: Zimram, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shua. The sons of Jokshan, Sheba, and Dedan. The sons of Midian: Ephah, Epher, Hanok, Abida, and Eder. All these were descendants of Keturah. Abraham was the father of Isaac, the son of Isaac, Esau, and Israel, which is Jacob. The son of Esau, Eliphaz, Reuel, Jeshul, Jelam, and Korah. The sons of Eliphaz, Teman, Omar, Sepho, Gatam, and Kenaz. By Timnah, Amalek. The sons of Reuel, Nahath, Zerah, Shammah, and Mizsah. The sons of Seir, Lotan, Shobel, Zibeon, Anna, Dishon, Ezer, and Dishan. The sons of Lotan, Hori, and Homan. Timnah was Lotan's sister. The sons of Shobel, Avan, Manahath, Ebal, Shippo, and Onam. The sons of Zibeon, Aya and Anha. The sons of Anha, Dishon. The sons of Dishon, Himdan, Ishbam, Ithran, and Kiran. The sons of Esau, Bilhan, Zevan, and Akan. The sons of Dishan, Uz, and Aran. These were the kings who reigned in Eden before any Israelite king reigned. Bela, son of Beor, whose city was named Dinhabah. When Bela died, Jobab, son of Zerah from Bozrah, succeeded him as king. When Jobab died, Hashem from the land of the Tamanites succeeded him as king. When Hashem died, Hadad, son of Bedad, who defeated Midian in the country of Moab, succeeded him as king. His city was named Havoth. When Hadad died, Samlah from Masrekah succeeded him as king. When Samlah died, Shaul from Rehoboth on the river succeeded him as king. When Shaul died, Baal-Hanan, son of Akbor, succeeded him as king. When Baal-Hanan died, Hadad succeeded him as king. His city was named Peu, and his wife's name was Metabel, daughter of Matred, the daughter of Mizahab. Hadad also died. The chief of Eden were Timnah, Alva, Jetteth, Alabama, Elah, Pinion, Kenaz, Timman, Zibzar, Magdal, and Imran. These were the chiefs of Edom, Israel's sons. These were the sons of Israel: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, Joseph, Benjamin, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. These are the sons of Judah: Onan, and Shelah. These three were born to him by a Canaanite woman. The daughter of Shua, Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the Lord's sight, so the Lord put him to death. Judah's daughter-in-law Tamar bore Perez and Zerah to Judah. He had 5 sons in all. The sons of Perez, Hezron and Hamul. The sons of Zerah, Zimri, Ethan, Heman, Calcol, and Dada, 5 in all. The sons of Carmi, Acre, who brought trouble on Israel by violating the ban on taking devoted things. The sons of Ethan, Azariah. The sons born to Hezron were Jeremiel, Ram, and Caleb. Ram was the father of Amminadab, and Amminadab the father of Nahshon, the leader of the people of Judah. Nahshon was the father of Salmon. Salmon was the father of Boaz. Boaz was the father of Obed, and Obed the father of Jesse. Jesse was the father of Eliab, his firstborn. The second son was Abinadab. The third, Shema. The fourth, Nathael, the fifth, Radai, the sixth, Ozem, and the seventh, David. Their sisters was Shuriah and Abigail. Shuriah's 3 sons were Abishai, Joab, and Ashel. Abigail was the mother of Amasa, whose father was Jether the Ishmaelite. Caleb, son of Hezron, had children by his wife Azubah and by Jeroth. These were their sons, Jesher, Shobab, and Arden. When Azubah died, Caleb married Ephrath, who bore him Hur. Hur was the father of Uri, and Uri the father of Bazazel. Later, Hezron, when he was 60 years old, married the daughter of Machir, the father of Gilead. He made love to her, and she bore him Segub. Segub was the father of Jair, who controlled 23 towns in Gilead, but Geshur and Aram captured Havoth Jair, as well as Kenneth with its surrounding settlements, 60 towns. All these were descendants of Machir, the father of Gilead. After Hezron died in Caleb, Ephrath, Abijah, the wife of Hezron, bore him Asher, the father of Tekoa. The sons of Jeremiah, the firstborn of Hezron, Ram, his firstborn, Benua, Oren, Ozim, and Ahijah. Jeremiah had another wife whose name was Atara. She was the mother of Onam. The sons of Ram, the firstborn of Jeremiah, Mahaz, Jamin, and Eker. The sons of Onam, Shammai and Jada. The sons of Shammai, Nadab and Abishur. Abishur's wife was named Abihail, who bore him Aban and Moled. The sons of Nadab, Seled, and Appiam. Seled died without children. The son of Appiam, Ishai, who was the father of Shishan. Shishan was the father of Ahlai. The sons of Jada, Shammai's brother, Jether and Jonathan. Jether died without children. The sons of Jonathan, Peleth and Zaza. These were the descendants of Jeremiah. Shishan had no sons, only daughters. He had an Egyptian servant named Jarha. Shishan gave his daughter in marriage to his servant Jarha, and she bore him Attai. Attai was the father of Nathan, Nathan the father of Zabad, Zabad the father of Ifhal, Ifhal the father of Obed, Obed the father of Jehu, Jehu the father of Azariah, Azariah the father of Helez, Helez the father of Elisha, Elisha the father of Shishmai, Shishmai the father of Shalom, Shalom the father of Jechamiah, and Jechamiah the father of Elishama. The sons of Caleb, the brother of Jeremiah, Misha his firstborn, who was the father of Ziph, and his son Marisha, who was the father of Hebron. The sons of Hebron, Korah, Tapua, Rechem, and Shema. Shema was the father of Raham, and Raham the father of Joachim. Rechem was the father of Shammai. The son of Shammai was Maon, and Maon was the father of Bethsur. Caleb's concubine Ephah was the mother of Hezron, Moza, and Gizaz. Haran was the father of Gizaz, the father of Jadai. Regem, Jotham, Geshan, Pelet, Ephah, and Shaphath. Caleb's concubine Micaiah was the mother of Sheba and Tahana. She also gave birth to Shaphath, the father of Madmana, and to Sheva, the father of Macbanah, and Geba. Caleb's daughter was Axa. These were the descendants of Caleb, the sons of the firstborn of Ephrath, Shobal, the father of Kiriath Jearim, Salma, the father of Bethlehem, and Hirath, the father of Beth-Gader. The descendants of Shobal, the father of Kiriath Jearim, were Haroah, half the Manahathites, and the clans of Kiriath Jearim, the Ephrathites, Puthites, Shemathites, and Mizrahites. From these descendants, the Zopharites, the Eshtolites. The descendants of Salma, Bethlehem, the Netophilites, Athroth, Beth Johab, half the Manaphilites, the Zorites, and the clans of scribes who lived at Jabez, the Terathites, the Shemathites, and the Succothites. These are the Canaanites who came from Hamath, the father of the Rechabites. Chapter 3. These were the sons of David born to him in Hebron. The firstborn was Amnon, the son of Anaham of Jezreel. The second, Daniel, the son of Abigail of Carmel. The third, Absalom, the son of Machias, daughter of Talmai, king of Geshur. The fourth, Adonijah, the son of Haggith. The fifth, Shephatiah, the son of Abtel. The sixth, Ithram by his wife Iglah. These six were born to David in Hebron, where he reigned 7 and 6 months. David reigned in Jerusalem for 33 years, and these were the children born to him there: Shema, Shobab, Nathan, and Solomon. These four were by Bathsheba, daughter of Emil. There were also Ibah, Elishua, Iphelet, Nogla, Nepheg, Japhia, Elishama, Elida, and Iphelet, 9 in all. All these were the sons of David, besides his sons by his concubines, and Tamar was their sister. Solomon's sons was Rehoboam, Abijah his son, Asa his son, Jehoshaphat his son, Jehoram his son, Isaiah his son, Joash his son, Amaziah his son, Azariah his son, Jotham his son, Ahaz his son, Hezekiah his son, Manasseh his son, Amon his son, Josiah his son. The sons of Josiah: Jonathan the firstborn, Jehoiakim the second son, Zedekiah the third, and Shalom the fourth. The successors of Jehoiakim: Jehoiakim his son, and Zedekiah. The descendants of Jehoiakim the captive: Shealtiel his son, Malchiram, Pedaiah, Shezaniah, Jechamiah, Hoshamiah, and Nedabiah. The sons of Pedaiah: Zerubbabel and Shemel. The sons of Zerubbabel: Meshullam and Hananiah. Sholomith was their sister. There was also 5 others: Hashabiah, Othel, Berechiah, Hashadiah, and Jeshab. He said. The descendants of Hananiah: Pelatiah and Jeshuiah. And the sons of Rephaiah, of Arnan, of Obadiah, and Shechaniah. The descendants of Shechaniah: Shemaiah and his sons, Hattush, Igal, Bariah, Neriah, and Shaphat, 6 in all. The sons of Neriah: Eleni, Hezekiah, and Azrikam, all in 3. The sons of Eleni: Havadiah, Eliashib, Peliah, Akab, Jonathan, Dealiah, and Anani, 7 in all. Chapter 4. The descendants of Judah: Perez, Heron, Carmi, Hur, and Shobal. Reiah, son of Shobal, was the father of Jephthah, and Jephthah the father of Humai and Lahad. These were the clans of the Zohorathites. These were the sons of Etam: Jezreel, Ishma, and Idbash. Their sister's name was Haziel Ponai. Pianel was the father of Gedor, and Hezer the father of Hushai. These were the descendants of Hur, the firstborn of Eratha, and father of Bethlehem. Asher was the father of Tekoa and 2 wives, Hela and Naara. Naara bore him Azam, Hephah, Timni, and Hashtarai. These were the descendants of Nera. The sons of Hela: Zereth, Zohar, Ethan, and Koz, who was the father of Anab, and Hazabath, and Hazabiah, and of the clans of Aharel, son of Haram. Jabaz was more honorable than his brothers. His mother had named him Jabaz, saying, I give birth to him in pain. Jabaz cried out to the God of Israel, Oh, that you would bless me and enlarge my territory. Let your hand be with me and keep me from harm so that I will be free from pain. And God granted his request. Caleb, Shuha's brother, was the father of Meher, who was the father of Ishton. Ishton was the father of Beth Rapha. Paseah and Teniah was the father of Nahash. These were the men of Rechah. The sons of Kenas, Ophni and Sariah. The sons of Ophni, Hathath and Meonothai. Meonothai was the father of Ophrah. Sariah was the father of Jobab, the father of Ge Hasharim. It was called this because its people were skilled workers. The sons of Caleb, son of Jenuthah, Iru, Elah, and Naham. The sons of Elah, Kines. The sons of Jehalelel, Ziph, Ziphar, Terah, and Azarel. The sons of Ezra, Jether, Merid, Ephah, and Jalon. One of Merid's wife gave birth to Miriam, Shammai, and Ishbah, the father of Ishtmoa. His wife from the tribe of Judah gave birth to Jered, the father of Gedar. He was the father of Soko and Jukathel, the father of Zanoah. These were the children of Pharaoh's daughter Beatha, whom Merid had married. The sons of Hodiah's wife, the sister of Naham, the father of Keilah, the Gurmite, and Eshtemoa, the Maccaathite. The sons of Shemon, Amnon, Rina, Beth Hanan, and Telon. The descendants of Ishai, Zoheth and Beth Zoheth. The sons of Shelah, son of Judah, the father of Lekah, Lada, and the father of Marisha, and the clans of the linen workers at Beth Ashbea. Joachim, the man of Kozeba, and Joash and Sarath, who ruled in Moab, and Jeshubai Lethem. These records are from ancient times. They were the potters who lived at Netam and Gedara. They stayed there and worked for the kings. The descendants of Simeon, Nebuel, Jamin, Jarib, Zerah, and Jerul. Shalom was Shaul's son, Mishsam his son, and Mishma his son. The descendants of Mishma, Hamul his son, Zakur his son, and Shimei his son. Shimei had 16 sons and 16 daughters, but his brothers did not have many children, so the entire clan did not become as numerous as the people of Judah. They lived in Beersheba, Moladah, Hazar, Shuel, Bilhah, Ishem, Tolad, Bethel, Hormah, Ziklag, Beth Maccaboth, Hazar, Zizim, Beth Beer, and Sharim. These were their towns until the reign of David. Their surrounding villages were Etam and Ramon, Token, and Ashan, 5 towns, and all the villages around these towns as far as Balef. These were their settlements, and they kept a genealogical record. Mishobab, Jemelech, Joash, son of Amazah, Joel, Jehu, son of Josibiah, the son of Sariah, the son of Ashel, the son of Elioenai, Jacoboth, Jeshoiah, Azhiah, Adel, Adiel, Jezimel, Benaiah, and Zizah, son of Shiphi, the son of Alon, the son of Jedi, the son of Shimri, the son of Shemira. The men listed above by name were leaders of their clans. Their families increased greatly, and they went to the outskirts of Gedar to the east of the valley in each in search of pasture for their flocks. They found rich, good pasture, and the land was spacious, peaceful, and quiet. Some Hamites had lived there formerly. The men whose names were listed came in the days of Hezekiah, king of Judah. They attacked the Hamites in their dwellings and also the Meunites who were there and completely destroyed them, as is evident to this day. Then they settled in their place because there was pasture for their flocks. And 500 of these Simonites, led by Peltiah, Neriah, Rephaiah, and Uzel, the sons of Ishai, invaded the hill country of Seir. They killed the remaining Amalekites who had escaped, and they live there to this day. The end. Oh no, that was a lot of names, honestly. That was a lot of names, but we got through it. So again, it's important to go through the names so you understand, the history behind it, and also you have to remember that this is now coming out of a time where there is post exile, right? So now they're just trying to re-establish, their lineage, I guess, where everybody fits, before they start to rebuild back the temple in Jerusalem. So again, really good history. So I'll be back Friday. I'll be back Friday, and I will read the next chapters of Chronicles again. These are just the descendants of who we've been talking about in the Bible so far. So it's good to know. So thank you for all those that came. I know it's a lot when you hear the names. You don't really want to listen to the genealogy. I get it. But thank you for those who came. Thank you for those who liked. And I'll see you on Friday. Thank you, and bye.